Hello everyone, Greg Wilkins here on Monday, December 28th, 2020, the final Monday of 2020, for today's edition of the Song of the Day Devotional. Today's devotional is inspired by my pastor, Apostle Willie E. Rooker, and from his sermon, he entitled, It's Reachable, and that's the title of today's devotional, It's Reachable. Marcus Jones is a star basketball player at his high school, and they have a super phenomenal coach and they have a phenomenal team that's perennial playoff. They reach playoffs a lot of times, and they're coming off of a state championship, and of course they want to repeat for next year. The coach has stringent rules in place about how they work out, how they should eat, and then most importantly, their grades. He established a 2.5 GPA in order to stay active on the team. And at the end of his sophomore season, he had a GPA of 2.51. And the coach pulled him aside and said, you're on the borderline of not being able to play. Over the summer, you need to come up with something to help you get your grades up. And when his mom saw his grades for the semester and that his GPA had slipped, she got on him about his grades and said, you won't play basketball if your grades don't come up, even if you are cleared by the coach to play. And so he was serious about playing, but he was also serious about getting good enough grades to go to college. He realizes that basketball may not be his way to the NBA, but he always wanted to do something with civil engineering. So he needed to get his grades up. He told his teammates one day over the summer, hey, I'm gonna get my grades up. They laughed at him and said, dude, you're a gym rat. You spend most of your time in the gym. And if you're not in the gym, you're with us. And if you're not with us, you're playing video games about basketball. I'm gonna really be surprised if you get your grades up high enough to be what you say you wanna be. And they all laughed and they joked, but he went home and he sat down on at his desk in his room, and he came up with a plan. He wrote down some things. He cut down his video game time. He split his workout time in the gym and his time on his books more frequently, and he just split them up more evenly, I should say. And he even went back and looked over his old notes and studied over his notes from the last semester to catch himself up for what he did not do the previous semester. And he worked hard, and he kept on going, and he was doing very well. And by the time he graduated, he had gotten his GPA up to a 3.23, gotten himself an academic scholarship, and not only did he make all conference and all state, he had 2 state titles under his belt, and he got a scholarship to play at the school he wanted to go to for civil engineering, along with an academic scholarship. Today's song of the day goes along with the title, It's Reachable, and it's I Am Standing on the Promises by Norman Hutchins. It's not the hymn, it's updated, it's peppy, kind of a mesh of 80s gospel with a little whinings and a little early commissioned funk, and it's really upbeat and it's peppy, and it's a song telling us about the promises of God. God has given us so many promises, and if we stand on those promises, there is nothing that we cannot reach. The bridge says these words, if God said it, I believe it. And then the drive repeats those words by saying it this way, God said it, I believe it, that's good enough for me. You know, our pastor talked about on yesterday some things that we need to do to help us get in position to reach those things that are reachable. First, set some goals for ourselves, and to emulate somebody who is doing the thing that you want to do. We all have those people in our lives that we look up to, so we should try to imitate them the best we can. Imitate their lifestyle, imitate their habits, imitate their mannerisms to get that down pat in our lives. And most important, the thing that struck me the most is the things that do some self-evaluations. Ask yourself, what do I need to change? Ask yourself, what do I need to do things better? Sometimes we rely on God to do everything, but there's some things that we've got to do first to step out on that limb of faith and do some things to change, to look at ourselves and that serious look in the mirror and say, okay, what do I need to do different? Okay, I'm falling short in this. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? And then we ask God, okay, God, show me what I need to do. Lead me in what I need to do. With those things, there is nothing that cannot be reached. Now, the enemy will try to get you to not do those things. He will try to distract us from those things. And I heard a saying on Twitter, and I'm paraphrasing because I can't exactly remember. And it said, Satan does not want you to speak victory. When you speak victory, he has no power. The more victory you speak, the less power he has. So when we speak victory over those things that people say aren't reachable, and we claim those things that are reachable, everything's going to fall into place. If we trust in God by faith and don't let the distractions get us and don't let the distractions pull us down, everything is reachable. As long as we keep standing on the promises of Jesus Christ. If God said it, believe it, and let that be enough for you. I said on yesterday that songwriter Roberson Mitchell said, if we lose everything, we still have Jesus. That's more than enough to start all over again. And sometimes it seems that way. We lose our friends, we lose our loved ones, we lose our relationships, we lose those things that we worked on so much. But if Jesus is center of our life and Jesus is the center of everything we do, those things will pass away anyway. But as long as Jesus is centered, rooted, and grounded in our heart, he is more than enough to start all over again. He will restore, he will replenish, he will make those things good again. And that settles it. Believe on that. Whether your health is failing, whether your finances are down the toilet, whether your family's in ruins, whether your job is just crazy, whether your life is crazy, whether you don't know what you're going to do from day to day, whether they're about to turn off your lights or repossess your car or kick you out of your home, whatever the problem may be, if you trust God and stand on his promises that he will never leave you nor forsake you, that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord shall deliver us out of them all. That he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That he is our shepherd and we don't have to want for anything. That greater is he that is in you and me than he that is in the world. Those are just a few promises that God said he would not leave us. He's there. Just trust him. We may not understand it, but trust. I hope you enjoyed today's song of the day. I hope it blesses you on today. A couple of birthday shout outs. Happy birthday to a college classmate. Happy birthday, Michael Hicks. And happy birthday to a high school classmate, a longtime friend, grew up together pretty much all our lives. Happy birthday, Kenneth Whitesides. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have a very blessed birthday. If you have any birthday shout outs or any song requests or any comments in general you would like to give me, you can leave them in the comment section down below, or you can send me a note on Facebook Messenger. If you want to leave me an email, you can do that. I have an email address. It's wilkinssongofday@gmail.com. You can leave me a comment there. I hope you have a very blessed day. Enjoy today's song of the day. I love you all. Be blessed. Be encouraged. Hold on for the rest of 2020. 2021 is going to be better. Just keep your heads up and keep focused on God. Enjoy today's song of the day. I Am Standing on His Promises by Norman Hutchins. God bless.
Turn my darkness into day. Come on. I'm standing on the promises. I believe God's word says. I'm standing on the promises. I believe God's word says. I have faith that God will do Nothing's impossible to them that believe. I'm standing on the promises of God. Help me say, I'm standing. I believe it. I'm standing on it. I believe. I have faith that God will do. Oh, if God said it, I believe it. If God said it, oh, I believe it. If God said it, I believe it. If God said it, Lord, I believe it. I'm standing on. Now come on, clap your hands, everybody. If you know the promises of the